KACA.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Well, here we go as we get started in Game 2 of the doubleheader. As the Preston Indians and Pocatello Indians get ready to go here in the second game. Virtually the same lineups here. We'll give you to them just for be official as we go along here. As the first pitch misses inside, ball 1. Jacqueline Burt leads off here for Pocatello. And she'll be at shortstop again. As going to go timeout. Going to go close the gate real quick. Larson comes back to her left field spot. And the next pitch misses high and outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Kendall Keller gets the start in the circle for Preston here in the second game. And the starting lineup here for Pocatello as the 2-0 pitch is a ground ball up the middle. Grounded up, Johnson has it, goes across in time for the out. So Burt is out, 6-3. And there's 1 out, and that'll bring up Anna Campbell. Lineups brought to you by Stokes Market. True value from produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery items, and now fresh sushi made daily as well. It's Stokes Market at 217 South State Street in Preston. Here's Anna Campbell, takes the pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Burt bats second, Campbell bats second. Sydney Wild will be the designated player, and she'll hit in the third spot here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Ground ball wide at third. Johnson fields quickly, throws across, not in time. So another little infield hit and that little running bunt type of swing by Campbell as she's able to beat it out. First hit in game number 2 for the Pocatello, and that'll bring up Sydney White. Lakeisha Ramirez will hit 4th. She'll be at third base. McKinley Hill will do the catching. She'll bat 5th. Cassidy Jenkins will hit 6th. She's at first base. Brooke Rustin bats 7th. She'll play first, or check that she'll play second as the pitch bunted at 0-1 here by Wild. Kristen Kent is the right fielder. She'll hit 8th. And then Riley Sullivan, who stayed in the game after Kristen Kent was hit by a pitch, as there goes the runner, and the throw's way high and into center field, backed up there by Griffin. It'll be a stolen base for Campbell. One ball and 1 strike the count here on Wild. So Riley Sullivan will bat 9th, and she'll be in left field here for Pocatello in Game 2 of the doubleheader. As the next pitch popped up, middle of the infield, Johnson or Larson. It'll be Parker, I should say, to make the catch. So Wild pops up for the second out, and that'll bring up Lakeisha Ramirez, the third baseman, with 2 outs here in the first inning. Kendall Keller on the mound. as this one hit right back to her, and she has that one very easily. So no runs, a hit, and one left here in the top of the first inning for Pocatello. Half inning in the books. We'll go here to the bottom of the first, scoreless, as Pocatello is out, and Preston comes up for the first time in game number 2.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
KACH.
For those watching on the video feed on mylocalradio.com, you'll notice that the Pocatello Indians were going to go with the same pitcher in Game 2 as they did in Game 1, as Maya Lusk gets the start here for Pokey. A little bit different lineup in Game 2 for Preston Indians, as the leadoff hitter is Charlie Bear and takes the first pitch up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. After Bear, well, it's pretty much the same after that, as the next pitch is a fastball that's up high again, ball 2 balls and no strikes. Rory Hansen will hit second for Preston. Bear, by the way, is playing first base here in game 2. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Hansen will be at third. J.C. Larson is the left fielder. She'll bat third here for Preston in Game 2 at the doubleheader. As Lusk ready comes home, the next pitch is up high. It's 3-1. Megan Johnson will hit in the 4 spot. She will be at her familiar shortstop position. As the 3-1 pitch on the way home swung on and missed, and the count goes full, 3-2. Vanessa Griffin, after drawing the caller in the first game, drops down to the 5 spot, but she'll still be in center field as the next pitch to Bears popped up to her opposite number at first base, as Jenkins able to handle that, and there's one out here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up Rory Hansen. Hansen was 0 for 2 with a walk in the first game, as the pitch is hit in the air toward right center field. That's going to find the gap, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. In fact, it bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. So Hansen doubles with 1 out. And Preston, who had only 3 hits in the first game, all of them singles, have their first extra base hit of the day as Hansen puts up the ground rule double with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. So here's J.C. Larson. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, as a big lead at second base by Hansen, but she gets back to the bag. As Lusk ready again, she stands in the circle, drops and drives home. Good bunt, put it out at home plate by Larson. They throw to first in time for the out. as they sacrifice Works as Hansen goes to third. So the sacrifice bunt moves the runner up, and with 2 outs, they'll leave it up to Megan Johnson to pick up the run at third base and try to get Preston on the board here in the first inning here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Johnson takes the first pitch high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Megan drew the collar, 0 for 3 in the first game. Struck out, popped up, and flew out. And hits this ball in the air toward right field. Going back on the ball is Kent. Still going back, the ball in the wind, and she can't track it down. Johnson the second as the run comes in, and she's going to go all the way to third base on the triple. So that ball got up in the wind, and the right fielder, Kristen Kent, did a couple of circles trying to figure out where it was going to come down, but it finally ended up bouncing behind her. It's an RBI triple for Johnson. Preston leads 1-0, and now here's Griffin to try to pick up the run with 2 outs, and the first pitch misses down low to her, 1 ball and no strikes. Griffin was also 0 for 3 in the first game. As Lust did a good job silencing the bats, and now Griffin drives one to left field. That'll be a base hit, and it's 2-0 Preston. So 3 hits in the first inning for Preston produce a run, and now here is Kendall Keller at the plate with 2 outs, and Kendall can help out her own cause here, but she swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. So Preston does something here in the second game that they didn't do in the first game. That was touch up Maya Lusk for a couple of runs. The next pitch swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Two runs on 3 hits. And the 0-2 pitch to Kendall, hit in the air, short left. Sullivan coming up. She's there, makes the catch, and that's the third out as Preston gets a couple of runs, more than they didn't get in the first game after they got shut out. They plate 2 in the bottom of the first inning here in game 2 of the doubleheader on 3 hits. As we're done with an inning, we'll go to the second inning. When we come back, Preston on top, leading 2-0.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Well, we'll go to the second inning. Preston gets 2 in the bottom of the first. They lead 2-0. And here in the top of the second for Pocatello, Kinley Hill, Cassidy Jenkins, and Brooks Rustin do up as the first pitch over for a strike from the Preston pitcher, Kendall Keller. And here comes the 1-0 offering. Misses up high, ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Hill had a pair of hits and drove in 3 runs in the first game. She was 2 for 4 overall. Single, double, home a pair. As that pitch misses inside, it goes to 2 balls and a strike. So for the first time this year, the Lady Indians get shut out in a game as they lose the opener. As that pitch over for again on the corner for a strike, and it's 2-2. This is the first time that we have seen a team come back with really the exact same lineup, except the one change they did make was because of injury, more than just a change in the lineup for Pocatello as the pitch misses down and in. And it's full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I know it's fairly common in softball for pitchers at higher levels up into college to throw both games of a doubleheader. As that ball's hit back up the middle, Johnson has it near the bag, straightens, throws in time at first. Good play by Megan Johnson out there in shortstop to hang with that ball. So 1 out, and now here is Cassidy Jenkins. Jenkins also had a pair of hits in the first game, 2 of the 13 hits put up by Pocatello, and takes that first pitch on the corner for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So 2 hits for Jenkins. She's now hit in 3 straight games. In fact, she has 3 straight multi-hit games. Ground ball to third, has it near the bag. Hanson throws across in time for the out. So 2 down, and Brooke Rustin will now be the hitter. Rustin, the second baseman for Pokey. Singled, reached on an error, 1 for 4 overall, scored a couple of runs, and takes that first pitch inside, ball 1. Keller ready, rocks and comes back with the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball again past the mound. There's Johnson near the bag to scoop it and throw it across in time for the out. And Pocatello's gone in order here in the top of inning number 2. Inning and a half in the books. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Preston.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH.
2-0 Preston as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And here for the Indians, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Drew Despain, as she'll be followed in the lineup as the next pitch swung out and missed by Despain. As she'll be followed by Sherry Parker. And then Chloe Hobson due up third in the inning as that pitch swung on and missed. So she comes back, jumps ahead of Despain, does Lusk. After he got touched up for a couple of runs in the first inning, the pitch is high and it's 2-2. Remember, she struck out 11 in the first game of the doubleheader and walked 4. She certainly had Preston's number as she comes home as Despain chases one up in her eyes and strikes out. Gets her first strikeout here in the second game of the doubleheader and the first out here in the bottom of inning number 2. And that'll bring up Sherry Parker. Parker, the second baseman, singled, walked, and fouled out. She was 1 for 2 officially in the first game. As she hits the first pitch foul over the first base dugout, and it's 0-1. Lusk ready, comes back, the next pitch swung on and missed. So Lusk, even though she got ready for game 2, didn't really see her throw very many warm-up tosses after she threw the whole first game, of course. As that pitch misses high and away, it's 1-2. And she may have just not been quite ready to come out and pitch in game 2 to start the first inning, and she got touched up a little bit for a couple of runs as that pitch is swung on a hit foul back into the screen, and it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a ball and 2 strikes on Parker. And the next pitch hit in the air toward right center, hit pretty well. Campbell coming over, but it's the right fielder, Kent, to come over and make the catch. Stumbling and falling down, but able to hang on to the ball. Great catch by the right fielder for the second out. And that'll bring up Chloe Hobson. Hobson 0 for 3 in the first game, struck out a couple of times. She also grounded out to third. As Lusk ready comes home, that first pitch misses down low to her. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. Campbell, the center fielder, shaded a couple of steps into right center with the wind kind of blowing that way. As the pitch misses inside again here to Hobson, 2 balls and no strikes. Preston got 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. As that pitch is over, it's 2-1. Next pitch misses down and in again. It's ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Chloe Hobson with 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 2 here this afternoon. And the next pitch to Chloe is on the corner for a called strike, and it runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Hobson. And the 3-2 pitch is rolled wide of first, gobbled up there by Jenkins. She'll carry it to the bag, and Preston goes out 1-2-3 here in the bottom of inning number 2. We're through 2 innings. We'll go to the third. Preston up 2-0.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NC.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
So we'll start out here in the top of inning number 3, and the first pitch is popped up and back into the screen, and Despain has no play, so it's 0-1. Christina Kent, Rayleigh Sullivan, then back to the top of the order, and Jocelyn Burt due up, I should say, here for Pocatello in the top of the third, as Keller retired the order in order in the second inning. Pitch hit on the ground as they go across in time for the ground out, as Kent is out 5-3, as Hanson able to make the play across in time. And with one out, here is Riley Sullivan. Sullivan, who had one at bat as she came in to replace the left fielder in the first game and grounded out. As she replaced Tyler Butterson in the first game, who took a pitch off of the left elbow and had to leave the game. This pitch hit foul again off the first base side, and it's 0-2. So she was 0 for 1. That makes her hitless now in the last 2 games. She's 0 for her last 4 as she stands at home plate. And she's behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 0-2 the count. And that ball's fouled into the glove of the catcher Despain. That's a strikeout, and it's the second out of the inning. So we go back to the top of the order now, and Jocelyn Burt due up. That's the first strikeout for Kendall Keller here this afternoon. And now here's Burt, who grounded out her first time up, and again hits a ground ball to Johnson at short. Plays it across to in time, and for the second inning in a row, Keller puts the side down in order, 1-2-3. So we're through 2.5. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still Preston 2, Pocatello nothing.
KACH.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
Bottom of the third inning brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center. Call 44 North 1st East in Preston. So top of the order due up for the Indians here in the bottom of inning number 3 as Charlie Bear will lead it off. She popped up to open up the ball game in the first inning, bottom of the first inning for Preston, and takes the first pitch high, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Bear, who had 1 hit in the first game, she was 1 for 3, and takes that pitch over for a strike. And it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So for Bear, with the one hit that she did have, she was able to extend her hitting streak out, as she's now hit in 10 straight, and hits the pitch foul at home plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So was that the silver lining of game 1 for the Lady Indians? Could be, as the pitch swung on and missed. She strikes out here to open up in the bottom of the 3rd. That's the first out. 2 strikeouts for Lusk here in the nightcap after striking out 11 in the first game, and now here is Rory Hansen. She doubled her first time up here this afternoon. In the second game, she was 0 for 2 in the first game, hits the first pitch foul. And she's behind in the count, no balls and 1 strike. So we can go through some baseball scores here as we go along here. Number of games already final. Games on the East Coast getting started here as pitch misses low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike as we pass 6 o'clock here on KACH Preston. As that pitch is rolled foul, and it goes to 1-2. They're in the 3rd inning in Pittsburgh as the Pirates have put up 5 runs against the Padres. It's 5-3 in the top of the 3rd inning. They're underway in Baltimore after being rained out yesterday. Seattle and the Orioles. 1-0 Seattle. That game just early on. That game just in the top of the 3rd as that pitch is high. So Bear or Hansen at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lusk ready, comes home, 2-2 pitch, hit foul again. Yankees and the Blue Jays underway down in Florida. Yes, down in Florida. And the Blue Jays leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3 runs on 5 hits so far against Yankee pitching as the 2-2 pitch is high, runs the count full, 3-2. As the wind starts to blow just a little bit harder again. Remember, we told you a little while ago the flag was almost still. It's blowing down directly in from left field as the 3-2 pitch is hit foul at home plate. So 3-2 on Hansen, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Preston leading so far here in game 2, 2-0. As that pitch again hit foul back into the screen. They're in the 4th inning down in Tampa. The Rays leading the Rangers 2-1. And the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Took something off of it, got Hansen out in front, and she struck out. So 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the 3rd. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up J.C. Larson. Larson with a sacrifice bunt, her first time up. That moved Bear into a scoring position. And takes the pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. A lot of offense early on down in Atlanta. The Marlins and the Braves have combined for 6 runs through an inning and a half, and it's a 3-3 tie as they play in the bottom of the 2nd inning as the 0-1 pitch is outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 swung on and missed by Larson, and it's now 1-2. Lusk's 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So Larson comes back and strikes out the side, her 4th strikeout of the game. Preston's gone in order for the 2nd inning in a row. And we're done with 3 here in game number 2. After 3 innings, it's Preston 2, Pocatello nothing.
KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, second game of the doubleheader moving along quickly. Here as we go to the top of inning number 4. 2-0 Preston. And here in the 4th, it'll be Campbell, Wild, and Ramirez due up here for Pocatello. Campbell lines that one fair, just over the bag at third base and down the line, going for second, and she'll be in there standing as she'll lead off here in the second inning, or check for their second at bat here in the game, as she doubles along the left field line to lead off here in the 4th. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate here for Pocatello as Sydney Wild comes up. She popped up her first time up. She's 0 for 1 here in the second game as she swings and misses and comes up empty. She had 1 hit in the first game. She was 1 for 5. She grounded out 3 times and flew out to right. Hits that ball along the right field line. That's going to slice foul out of the reach of Chloe Hobson. So 0-2 the count on Sydney Wild with nobody out here at the top of inning number 4. As the next pitch is grounded up the middle. There's Johnson to plug the hole, but dropped it. She left it behind her as everybody will be safe on the play. I think she saw that glove of Keller just kind of wave at the ball as it went by. It might have distracted her just a little bit, as she wasn't able to field the ball cleanly and to put runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the 4th, and the tying runs are on base. As here's Ramirez, as she hits the first pitch in the air, it'll drop foul untouched, just past third base, and it's 0-1. Lakecia Ramirez, she also had 1 hit in the first game. She was 1 for 4. Keller's 0-1 pitch, down and in. There goes the runner for second base. They throw it at the shortstop Johnson to see if they can bluff the runner at third. She's not going anywhere. So Wild will steal second base. And that put both the runners in scoring position now for Pocatello. The pitch to Ramirez on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Keller ready again. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Hit right back at her. She gloves it, throws back to third, not in time. As Keller, the line drive coming back at her, she's dropped the glove down by her left hip and managed to catch it and hang on to it. As they get Ramirez to line out back to the pitcher, and then all the other runners able to get back in time. So that ball ticketed for center field, but ended up in the glove of Keller instead. And now here's the catcher, McKinley Hill, and takes that first pitch high, ball 1. That ball could have tied the game. But Kendall, with a good defensive play, off-speed pitch, Hill's out in front of that one, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the second inning in Milwaukee, the Cubs and the Brewers scoreless so far. Cardinals got a run in the bottom of the first. They lead the Washington Nationals 1-0. That game in the top of the second inning. Ground ball again to short. Johnson has it near the bag, goes across in time for the out, but that'll get a run home. So there's 2 outs. As coming in to score was Campbell, who led off the inning with the double and make it 2-1. And now with 2 outs and the tying run at third base, here is Cassidy Jenkins, who grounded out her first time up. Jenkins, who had a pair of singles in the first game, she was 2 for 4. If she can deliver a 2-out hit, she can tie the game. As that pitch is outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Wild represents the tying run. She stands down at third, and the next pitch is hit foul back into the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 2-1, Preston on top. Here's the next pitch home. It's high, goes to the backstop, but Wild's not going to try to come home. Ball didn't roll far enough away from home plate for her to try to advance. Two balls and a strike, the count on Jenkins. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the corner for a strike, it's 2-2. So Jenkins will hit from the left side. Keller's 2-2 offering, hit foul back into the screen. Just did get a piece of it, hit it foul. It stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 offering. Ground ball wide at first, as Bear able to gobble that up, carry it to the bag, and they get the 3rd out. As Pocatello gets a run on 1 hit. There was an error and 1 left as well. 3.5 in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Preston 2, Pocatello 1. We'll be right back.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
KACH.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Preston on top, 2-1. As the wind starting to really whip up now. It's getting to be late afternoon, early evening, and the leading edge of that storm that was supposed to be due in here in the Cache Valley area. It was going to bring rain and snow tonight, due in about 9 o'clock. So the leading edge of that system is making its way into the valley area. It's really starting to whip the wind up, blowing straight in from left field. So here's Megan Johnson to lead off here for Preston here in the 4th, and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Back talking about the wind, as you look south down toward Franklin, you can certainly see the dust starting to blow around out in that area. The 0-1 swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance, offering many options for all of your insurance needs. Call them at 852-2500. 852-2500. The off-speed pitch stays high and away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson, Griffith, and Keller to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, as the next pitch is hit foul off the first base side, and it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. There are a few finals in the books in baseball as we ran through the scores earlier. There's 3 finals already from earlier today. 1-2 to Johnson, popped up. That'll be out of play. It'll stay again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Red Sox beat the Twins today by a final score of 4-2. Boston got home runs from Renfroe and Devers in that game. They were able to win that game 4-2. Umpire carries the ball out to Maya Lusk. A ball and 2 strikes to count on Johnson. And the 1-2 on the way. Off speed bounces up there. It's 2-2. Athletics beat the Diamondbacks today in Arizona 7-5. Petit wins that game for the A's, his first win of the year. He's 1-0. The 1-2 again popped up. That's going to make the top of the press box area, if not goes over. And it stays again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lowry, Piscotti, and Brown all with home runs in the game for Oakland. Kelly, the only home run in the game for the Diamondbacks. The 1-2 pitch again to Johnson, grounded foul outside of third. So Lusk keeps throwing them. Johnson just keeps fouling them away. So again, Lusk with the ball. And comes home. The next pitch to Johnson again. Hit foul back into the screen. Mariners and the Orioles actually ended up playing a doubleheader today to make up one of the games that was rained out yesterday. And Seattle won that first game of the doubleheader. Won it by the score of 4-3. As the pitch is high and away. Now the count full on Johnson, 3-2. So she's worked the count full, and the 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Johnson down on strikes. That's 4 strikeouts in a row, and 5 for Mia Lusk overall in the game after striking out 11 in the first game. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Vanessa Griffith as he takes the first pitch down low, 1-0. Griffith singled, homer run back in the first inning. Her only hit so far today. Next pitch bounces up there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. The only other final we have to report to you, the Mets beat the Phillies 4-3. May over Neris in that game. And the next pitch is on the corner for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Number of other games just getting started here today as well. The Phillies and the Mets playing a doubleheader as well as Griffin rolls that ball in the left field. She has her second hit here of the doubleheader. A 1-out single here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hit number 4 for the Indians here in the second game, and with 1 on and 1 out, that'll bring up the pitcher Kendall Keller, who flew out to left her first time up. Keller's going to bunt and bunts it foul at home plate. 0-1. So the Mets and the Phillies in the second game of the doubleheader just getting started, just the bottom of the first inning scoreless. Detroit and Houston also just getting started. That game scoreless, also in the bottom of the first inning. Again, showing bunt is Keller. She bunts at it, leaves it in the catcher's glove, and it's 0-2. Angels and the Royals at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, scoreless as they play in the first. As that pitch again outside, 1-2. Danny Duffy on the mound today for the Royals. Bottom of the first inning in Chicago. The White Sox and the Indians also scoreless. As again the pitch hit foul off the first base side, and it stays at a ball and 2 strikes on Keller. So 1-2 the count on Kendall Keller. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trying to move things along and help herself in a 1-run game. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded there by the second baseman. Should swipe tag to make the tag there. And safe at first base is Keller. So they get the force out. As Griffith is out, 4 unassisted on the force play. And then Keller's safe on the fielder's choice. So there's 2 outs. And now here's the Preston catcher, Drew Despain, at the plate. And they're going to get together and talk about this and see if there really was a tag at second base or not. And see if she was out of the baseline, but nope. So the out will stand. It will be 2 outs. And Keller safe at second base, and now I should say safe at first base on the fielder's choice. And now here's Despain, who struck out her first time up. Drew's had a tough day. She's 0 for 4 and has struck out 4 times. And the first pitch swung on and missed as it got the fastball by her, and it's 0-1. Preston leads, bottom of the 4th inning. Next pitch home from Lusk, that misses down low, and it's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th as that pitch misses. It was a wow. She got the strike call. It looked like it was pretty low, but she got the strike call out of it, and it's now 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Lusk's 1-2 pitch. Roll foul just outside of third. It stays at 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes again. Lusk coming home as that pitch is high. Good take there by Despain. Able to hold up for chasing that pitch up around her eyes. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 hit here in the inning for Preston. They have 4 in the game. And the next pitch, that off-speed pitch, stays high to run the count full 3-2. So 3-2 with 2 outs. Keller will be rolling on the pitch over at first base. And here's the 3-2. On the corner, strike 3 called as Despain goes down looking. And another strikeout. That's 6 in the game for Lusk. And Preston turned aside here in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We're through 4. Preston 2, Pokey 1.
KACA.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
No winner on Tuesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, so we'll add another $5 of the boss's money to the jackpot. And Wednesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, the jackpot will be worth $165. Be listening Wednesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll call out the 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. $165 up for grabs in the KCH Money Magnet Contest on Preston's home for fun, information, and music.
FM 105.5 and AM 1340. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Well, we'll go to the fifth. After 4, Preston leads 2-1. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Indians. 1 run on 2 hits for Pocatello. And here in the top of the 5th inning, it will be the bottom third of the order due up for Pokey. That'll be Rustin, Kent, and Sullivan due up. Keller ready to go to work here in the 5th inning. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Rustin 0 for 1 here, grounded out to shortstop. Her first time up here in game 2 of the doubleheader. In game 1, she collected 1 hit. She was 1 for 4 and takes that pitch up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you may have done it overdone it a bit on the sports field, having a hard time moving, you need to go see our friends at Fellows Chiropractic. As the pitch is on the corner, it's 1-2. They can take care of any adjustments or massage you might need. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston. Call them at 852-2240. 852-2240. Pitch hit in the air to center. Griffin's got to go back and now over, and the wind just kind of blew it away from her. And going into second base on a wind-blown double is Brooke Rustin. That ball was hit in the air. Griffin went back a couple of steps and then realized that she was going to have to go way over into the gap in right center and couldn't get there. So the tying run at second base, nobody out. And here's Christina Kent, the right fielder, who grounded out her first time up. So nobody out. Tying run out there on the bases, and they're going to go sacrifice right away. And the sacrifice works as they have to go to first base for the out. 1-4 on the putout, and now the tying run stands at third. So Preston's 2-1 lead kind of in danger here. Here's Rayleigh Sullivan, who was a strikeout victim her first time up, as she hits the first pitch foul. With the tying run, it's standing at third base. Keller could really use a strikeout here to get the out without allowing the runner to move up. So 0-1 the count. Keller winds, comes home, the 0-1 pitch. Look out, up and in, and Sullivan just does get out of the way of it. It's a ball and a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Rustin, who opened the inning with a double, standing down there at third base as the pitch is low. Ball 2, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Hit right back to the pitcher. She holds the runner, goes to first for the second out. Now, she didn't get the strikeout, but she got something just as good, a weak ground ball in the infield. So with 2 outs, now they go back to the top of the order. And this is not an easy out by any stretch of the imagination as Jaden Burt comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2 here in the second game, but had 3 hits in the first game. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Here in the nightcap of the doubleheader, Burt twice today in the second game has hit a ground ball to Megan Johnson at shortstop and made out both times. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Tried to steer that one to right field and was late on it. And it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2 on the corner, and it's now it's a ball and 2 strikes. So after giving up a double to open the inning, Kendall Keller trying to wiggle off the hook. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's up high, and the count evens at 2-2. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count, tying run down at third with 2 outs here in the 5th. And the 2-2 offering is hit into right field, base hit, and we're tied at 2. Good job of hitting by Kendall Burt. Took that pitch off the plate to right field to drive in the run and ties the game at 2. So Preston got a couple of runs in the first inning, and then Pocatello able to come back, get 1 in the 4th and 1 here in the 5th and tie the game. So here is Anna Campbell, who's 2 for 2 in the nightcap. Single, double, runner goes, and stealing second base is Burt as she moves into scoring position. And Campbell, with that little running slap style of hers, is a very tough out. And the next pitch is off the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Burt with 3 hits in the first game and reached on an error. She was 3 for 5 and has 2 hits here in the nightcap as well. Hits that ball foul just outside of third. Good thing, too, because Hansen reached as far as she could, and she couldn't quite get at it. So 2-1. It's a little bit more pronounced, but if you remember, here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Larson was playing shallow, and it's hit over her head. And coming home to score is Burt. It's 3-2. I think Larson was trying to sneak in behind third base to expect that little short ball, and Campbell got it over her head. It's an RBI double, her 3rd hit of the game, her 6th of the doubleheader, as she drives in the go-ahead run. And a meeting at the mound going on as Pocatello scores twice here in the inning. Today's game brought to you by ChemDry of Northern Utah, introducing their Micro Pro Shield protection with disinfecting plus antimicrobial protection that can work in your home for up to 90 days for safer homes and businesses and greater peace of mind. If you live in Cache or Box Elder County, you can call today at 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Here's Sydney Wild. She's first pitch swinging. Hits in the air to right field. Coming up to make the play is Hobson, and that will end the inning. However, Pocatello gets 2 in the inning on 3 hits overall, and they leave 1. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's now Pokey 3, Preston 2.
KACA.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Well, Pocatello got 2 runs in the top of the inning. The big hit, the 2-out RBI double by Anna Campbell to break the tie. As we go here to the bottom of inning number 5. Preston now trails by a run after they pushed across 2 runs in the top of the first. So here in the bottom of the 5th, it's Sarah Parker, Chloe Hobson, and then back to the top of the order, and Charlie Bear. As the first pitch is up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Lusk with 6 strikeouts here in the nightcap for Pocatello. As that pitch gets away, goes back to the screen. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Parker 0 for 1 here in game 2. She was 1 for 2 in the first game. And the next pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to third. Ramirez has it on a couple of hops, goes across in time for the out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Indians, Chloe Hobson, coming up. She grounded out to first, her first time up. She's 0 for 4 overall on the day. And now here's Hobson. Here's the first pitch to Chloe, and it is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 offering misses high. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Everybody getting a little beat up in the cold weather here today. Our home plate umpire trying to stretch out and stay limber. As that pitch is over for a strike, and it's now 1-2. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Hobson, hit foul back into the screen. One of those unusual things that happens in a rivalry happened on this date back in 2008, as the pitch is off the corner. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hobson. Remember, on this date back in 2008, they were still working on the new Yankee Stadium. It was scheduled to be open for the 2009 season. As the pitch misses low, runs the count full. Well, it was on this date in 2008 that workers who were working on the new Yankee Stadium buried a Boston Red Sox jersey in the concrete in the new ballpark. Ground ball to second. As Rustin has it, goes across in time for the out. So 2 outs, back to the top of the order, and Bear coming up. The jersey was an old tattered jersey that belonged to David Ortiz and was scheduled for sale at auction to raise money for the Jimmy Fund, which is a charity that's been long time supported by the Boston Red Sox organization. Well, it ended up being buried in the concrete at the new stadium in the Bronx in New York instead, as the pitch hit foul. And Bear come back up there with 2 outs. 1 ball and 1 strike. The worker who was working on the construction site and in the new Yankee Stadium just happened to be a Red Sox fan who buried the jersey in the fresh concrete. As the pitch is inside, it goes to 2 balls and a strike. He said later He buried it there to be left in the ballpark forever, as long as the ballpark could be used in use, in hopes of breaking the Red Sox jinx against the Yankees. As the pitch swung on and missed, and it's now 2-2. There's the 2-2 pitch to Bear. Hit in the air toward right center. Hit pretty well. Going back on the ball is Kent and makes the catch, going away. Preston's out 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's the third time here in game 2 of the doubleheader that the Indians have gone in order. And as we're done with 5, it's Pocatello 3, Preston 2. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go here to the top of inning number 6, 3-2. Pocatello on top as the first pitch here to Ramirez is rolled foul, and it's 0-1. Pokey 3 runs on 5 hits here in the game 2 of the doubleheader. Preston 1 run as the pitch is inside. They have 1 run on 4 hits. As they count now 1 ball and 1 strike. But for the Indians, they've only had 1 hit since the first inning. As Maya Lusk has retired the side in order in 3 of the last 4 innings overall. So 3-2 Pokey here in the top of the 6th as the pitch is up high. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Ramirez, Hill, and Jenkins due up. The middle third of the order as that pitch is down and in. Ball 3, 3-1. Each of the last 2 innings in which Pocatello was able to score and take the lead, they've gotten the leadoff batter on, and they do here again as Ramirez will walk to lead off here in the 6th. Oh, those leadoff walks. They'll drive pitching coaches and managers crazy. And the leadoff batter aboard. Now here is McKinley Hill, who's 0 for 2. Grounded out twice, but the last time it forced over a run. She shows bunt, pushes the bunt out in front of home plate. As down to get it, no play. As, hold on. What are they calling here? They're going to call interference? As you're going to give the runner second base and then call, they're going to call Hill out for interference. So she was way out in the middle of a good 5 or 6 feet inside the line, and she actually ran in between Despain and Keller trying to get to the ball. So that'll be interference. She is out. And that's the first out, but they'll give Ramirez second base. As here is Jenkins, and her first pitch to her is hit foul off the third base side, and it's 0-1. So the putout will go to the pitcher, but the runner is out because of interference because she ran so far inside the baseline. As the count goes to 1-1 strike. And the home plate umpire was on it immediately. He made the call right away. There was no appeal call. It was his call, and he made it right away as a pitch again to Jenkins hit foul. So 1-2 strikes. Runner at second base with 1 out. Jenkins 0 for 2 after having 2 hits in the first game of the doubleheader. And the 1-2 pitch is rolled foul outside of third. The big bats for Preston have not been that today, not at all. Preston, who had 3 hits in the first game, have only 4 hits here in the nightcap. But at least they have a couple of runs to show for it. As again, the pitch to Jenkins is rolled foul. They got shut out in the first game, losing 8-0. So a ball and 2 strikes. Jenkins back up there. The 1-2. Again, hit foul. This is sprayed foul off the third base side. One and 2, the count stays against Jenkins. A little bit of insurance out there at second base for Pocatello. 1 out here on the top of the 6th, and the pitch comes on 1-2. Swung on and missed. So Jenkins goes down on strikes. That's the 2nd out. And now here is Brooke Reston. And Reston right now she was the tying run last inning as she doubled to open the top of the 5th and eventually worked her way around the score. Ball hit to second, knocked down there by Parker. She goes to first, and they leave the leadoff walk out there on the bases as she grounds out 4-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Preston is starting to run out of outs. After 5.5, it's Pocatello 3, Preston 2.
KACH.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Now Preston trails by a run, 3-2, as we go here to the bottom of inning number 6. And for the Indians, 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Hanson, Larson, and Johnson all coming to the plate. These exactly would be the bats that you would want to come up when you need a run, like Preston is in need of right now. So 3-2, and Hanson up there and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hanson doubled and scored in the first inning. rolls this one foul outside of first, and it's 0-2. She's also struck out. She went 0 for 2 in the first game with a walk. No balls and 2 strikes. Hansen back up there, and here's the 0-2. It's high. Ball 1 ball and 2 strikes. Today's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call them at 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. Next pitch again, hit foul. Back over the top of the screen. Well out of play. And it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Lusk ready again, comes home, ground ball past the mound. It goes to the shortstop. Burt has it, throws it across in time for the out. So 1 out here in the 6th, and now here is J.C. Larson. Sacrificed and struck out. 0 for 1 officially here in game 2 of the doubleheader. First pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1-0. Larson walked a couple of times. She had 2 of the 4 walks served up in the first game as that pitch bounces up there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Lusk walked 4 in the first game of the doubleheader and has not walked anyone here in the nightcap. But she falls behind 3-0 here to J.C. Larson with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the 3-0 pitch is well outside, ball 4. So she walks Larson on 4 pitches. That's the first walk here in game 2 of the doubleheader, issued to the Preston Indians. And now here's Megan Johnson. Tying run over at first base with 1 out. And the first pitch to Megan is swung on and missed. Under normal circumstances, you would think that Megan would have a chance to drive the ball. And, of course, having walked the potential tying run, that would be almost a cardinal sin. As Johnson drives one to center, coming over the center fielder as it's off her glove, and it's going to be a ground rule double. So Johnson able to drive one off of the center fielder Campbell's glove, and then it bounced over the fence. So that puts the tying run at third base, the go-ahead run at second base, and now here is Vanessa Griffin. And Griffin, who has 2 hits today, coming to the plate and with a chance to drive in the potential tying run. It's over there at third base with only 1 out. Was about to say that you wouldn't think that Johnson, hitting into the wind, would be able to drive one, but she certainly did, and came within just feet of hitting it out of here. As the first pitch to Griffin is over for a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. So the first trouble for Lusk since the first inning here as we play in the bottom of the 6th. As the next pitch, again, a called strike, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Takes it down and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking to see if we can find a score from the boys' game as they played at Century today. Don't see anything posted anywhere. Here's the 1-2, swung on and missed. So Griffin strikes out. They get her out for the first time here in the nightcap of the doubleheader, but this is second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Kendall Keller. Keller, who flew out and hit into a fielder's choice, can help herself here with the tying run at third base, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Larson at third, Johnson at second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, fastball over, and it's 1-1. Outfield straight away, fairly deep. And the pitch home gets away from the catcher, and Larson not trying it from that down there at third base. She stayed there with 2 outs, not wanting to make the last out of an inning at home plate as the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch home is over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Drew Despain would be next if Keller can extend the inning. And the 2-2 offering is hit at the second baseman as tumbling to make the play was Rustin, and the inning is over as Rustin able to make the play. Preston threatens but doesn't score. 1 run, a hit, and they leave 2 more. We're done with 6, so we'll move along to the 7th. It's still Pocatello 3, Preston 2.
KACA.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
KACH. KACH.
We go to the top of the 7th inning, still a 1-run game. 3-2, Pocatello on top. And here in the 7th inning for the Pokey Indians, it will be Kent Sullivan, then back to the top of the order, and Burt due up. So the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, and the first pitch hit on the ground to Johnson. Straightens, throws, and throws her out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. So here's Rayleigh Sullivan, struck out and hit back to the pitcher. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning for Preston, as the first pitch to Sullivan is swung on and missed, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Despain, Parker, and Hobson due up for the Indians coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Next pitch bounces up there. 2 balls and no strikes, I believe it is, here on Sullivan. Nope, I correct myself. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop by and see them where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street in Preston, as that pitch on the corner for us called strike, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball again to Johnson at short. Has it, plays it across, 2 outs. So a couple of ground balls to the shortstop, 2 outs, now back to the top of the order. And Jacqueline Burt due up. Burt, who had the 2-out hit that tied the game back in the top of the 5th inning, and then later was doubled home by Campbell, and she is the difference in the game, as she is the go-ahead run right now. As the first pitch from Keller is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 1-0. Just off the plate. Nope, he called it a strike. Oh, wait, a late call by our home plate umpire, and it's now 0-2. So the 1-2 to Burt. Hit foul. Stays at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. A 3-2 game.
Preston trailing by a run. They got 2 in the first to jump out to an early lead, and Pocatello has wrestled the game away from them since. And the 1-2 pitch is hit back at Keller. It's off of her. She wrestles to get it, but it's going to be too late to throw her to first base. So it's a 2-out single for Burt, her second hit of the game and her 5th overall of the day. Yeah, I'll come out and check on Keller to make sure she's okay after taking that line drive. Not sure if she got it off the arm or down around the hip area. They come out to check on her with 2 outs here in the 7th inning, see if she's okay, needs to come out, or if she's going to continue. Today's game brought to you in part by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. It's Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston. You can call them at 852-0810, 852-0810. Well, it doesn't get any easier, as here's Anna Campbell, who's 3 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored here in the nightcap. She has 6 hits overall in the doubleheader, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. That little slap style that she has, you kind of equate it to Ichiro Suzuki, the great Japanese player who spent the final years of his career playing for the Mariners. Takes that pitch on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Just stays back, all hands, and when she does swing, she's moving to first base. Just exactly what Ichiro did in his Hall of Fame Japanese career. As a pitch outside, they throw through to second base, and Burt steals second. Well, she moves up into scoring position. Trying to get Pocatello a little bit of insurance here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. A 3-2 lead, and an extra run would certainly be big as the next pitch swung on and missed. She left it back into Spain's glove, and it's 2-2. Once again, the bottom third of the order due up for Preston in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-2 offering. She able to hold up, not swing, and runs the count full, 3-2. So Campbell back up in there, and the 3-2 pitch is hit foul at home plate. So she rolled it foul. Comes back to home plate now. And here's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Pitch on the way. Little roll it up along third. Tough play for Hanson, no play for Hanson. It's an infield hit, runners at the corners. 4th hit of the game and 7th of the day for Anna Campbell. Burt moves up to third, runners at the corners with 2 outs, and here's Sydney White. First pitch home to Wild is hit on the ground to Johnson. She gloves, throws across in time, and the inning is over. And Keller able to pitch out of the jam. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left, as we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom third of the order due up for the Preston Indians. They trail by a run, 3-2. We'll be right back.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, Maya Lusk, who's gone all the way, literally. Complete game in the first game of the doubleheader. She goes to work here in the 7th inning. She leads 3-2 over Preston as we go to work in the bottom of the 7th. It's Drew Despain to lead it off and takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Despain 0 for 5 on the day, has struck out 5 times. The 1-0 pitch to the Preston catcher is swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straightaway, playing fairly deep with the exception of the left fielder Sullivan. As that pitch is swung on and missed, and it's now 1-2. Despain, Parker, and Hobson due up here for Preston in the bottom of the 7th. The next pitch over, strike 3 called. As the tough day continues for Despain, as she strikes out for the 6th time today, and the first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So with 1 out, here's Sherry Parker. 0 for 2 is grounded out and flew out, and swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Eight strikeouts here in the nightcap as the 1-1 pitch. 8 strikeouts in the nightcap for Maya Lusk. Remember, she had 11 in the first game. The 1-1 pitch is over for a strike, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming up, swung on and missed. So Parker strikes out. Strikeout number 9, and Pocatello 1 out away from a doubleheader sweep in the conference opener for both teams. So here's Hobson. Hobson 0 for 2 and takes that first pitch for a strike. The bottom third of the Preston order, in fact, the bottom 4 hitters in the Preston order are hitless on the day. The 0-1 up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. The bottom 4 hitters in the Preston lineup are a combined 0 for 11 so far here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. As the 1-1 to Hobson is up high, 2 balls and a strike. Chloe needs to break that trend to keep the game alive for the Indians to get back to the top of the order as the pitch is down low and runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Over for a strike. And the count full, 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Hobson. Swung on and missed. As Russ strikes out the side. 10 strikeouts in the second game, 11 in the first game, as she closes out the game in style as Pocatello sweeps the doubleheader from the Indians here to open up conference play. They win the nightcap 3-2. We'll come back. We'll have the post-game show coming up in here in just a little bit.
Today's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. ChemDry of Northern Utah. If you live in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region here in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. If you're doing remodeling, addition, or building a new home, they are there for all of your electrical needs. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
No winner on Tuesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, so we'll add another $5 of the boss's money to the jackpot. And Wednesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, the jackpot will be worth $165. Be listening Wednesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll call out the 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. $165 up for grabs in the KCH Money Magnet Contest on Preston's home for fun, information, and music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for the Preston Indian postgame show. Coming up, we'll review the just completed game, name our player of the game, take a look at the scoreboard, and what's on tap for the Indians. It's all up next on the Preston Indian postgame show.
Well, welcome back here to the ballpark as two very well-played games between the Preston Indians and the Pocatello Indians, with Pocatello end up winning both games here, 8-0 in the first game, and they come back and take the nightcap by a final score of 3-2. Final totals in the nightcap: 3 runs on 7 hits for Pocatello. They had no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Preston, 2 runs on 5 hits, but they had only 2 hits after the first inning of the game. Preston committed 1 error, and they left 4 on base overall in the game. As the winning pitcher, Maya Lusk, ends up winning both games of the doubleheader. She strikes out a total of 21 in the game, including the last 3, as she strikes out the side in the bottom of the 7th inning, as she strikes out 21 overall in both games of the doubleheader. She had 10 in the nightcap, and the loss goes to Kendall Keller, who pitched a heck of a game, but ends up coming up just a run short as Preston ends up losing by the score of 3-2. Pocatello also took the opener today with a shutout fashion, winning 8-0 over the Indians as they had 5 runs in one inning to really kind of break the game open, and went on to the victory in the opener as well. So Preston comes up a run short, in just a little short in each game, losing the nightcap 3-2. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, have our player of the game, and what's on tap on the way next.
KACA.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Well, the Indians come up short in both games, losing 8-0 and 3-2 in the nightcap, and our player of the game has to be the outstanding pitching by Maya Lusk in both games of the doubleheader. She allowed just a total of 3 hits and struck out 11 in the opener. She allows 5 hits in the nightcap and strikes out 10. So she strikes out 21 on the day and leaves, gives up only 2 runs on a total of 8 hits overall on the day. So our players of the games today, Maya Lusk, the pitcher for Pocatello, as our player of the game, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area here in Preston. For information on how you can have a new home built for your needs or desires, call 435-232-1837. That's 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. Well, the Lady Indians now off until next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, as they'll go on the road for a single game at Bear Lake. That game scheduled for 4 o'clock next Wednesday afternoon. Our next broadcast, hopefully scheduled for tomorrow, will be the boys, as they'll be back over here after being on the road today, as they'll play a doubleheader against the Century Diamondbacks tomorrow. No report on what happened in the game over in Century this afternoon, as they played the first of those 3 games today. But weather permitting, we'll have those games for you tomorrow. Pre-game show at 3:15. First pitch of Game 1 at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting. And right now, the weather certainly looks iffy as you look at the forecast. They're calling for a wet day around the Cache Valley area tomorrow. But we'll keep you informed throughout the morning and the middays tomorrow to let you know exactly what's happening with the game. If it does go on, we'll have the pregame show for you tomorrow afternoon at 3:15. That'll wrap up our broadcast for today as Pocatello beats Preston in both games, winning 8-0 and 3-2. The executive producer of Preston and KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio engineer today has been John Beverly. I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us. We'll have the games for you tomorrow or let you know exactly what's happening, so keep it on KACH, and we'll have more Preston Indian sports for you coming up soon. Have a great night, everybody, and whatever you do, stay warm.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.